hey, it's like we have an extra person, but we really do have an extra person in
yeah.
the shop. My sister is sitting over there listening to
every single word.
I told her it's going to be riveting. Watch out.
Yeah.
We are riveted.
We're riveting.
People just want to, I got to watch
We need a theme song.
Do, 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 do. That's not Cheers, but I was thinking about Cheers. I just didn't finish it.
Okay. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
We could ask someone to do a little ditty for us.
We could get someone to write something for us.
Yeah, if you know anyone.
Then
we'll give them
we
credit.
would have to incorporate it into the whole.
Yeah, I'd have to
I
don't have to
technology.
Get a tape player. Bing. Do it totally old
wait,
school.
I forgot to press rewind.
Wait, this is the end.
Oh, funny. Funny.
Well,
so we survived the eclipse. Nobody.
We did.
No
barely could
conspiracy
tell
theories.
there was an eclipse.
Yeah.
The world didn't end.
Yeah, we made it.
But there might be earthquakes in 3 months, and that would be quite a coincidence.
Yeah, that was, it was,
Good
for
morning.
us, kind of a non-event, really, because it was a little cloudy here.
Yeah, we couldn't really see it.
Although my husband said he got some glasses, and he looked at it, so.
Well, a few people got some good pictures, so, yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun, and I know we have a couple of people that we know of are, like, specifically went to places to see it, so it'll be fun to hear the report.
Well, Liz went to Indiana, where conveniently that's where she's from, so
Right.
free hotel in Bloomington.
So and then Judy, friend of the shop, had planned a big thing in Texas, but I think Texas was a little cloudy maybe.
Well,
but anyway.
and Chris, my sister, who is sitting over there, her daughter lives in San Antonio, which
I just want to hear about the traffic reports. Was it as chaotic as people were? You know what? The last one was.
Well, I have a friend who said, she's up near Boston, and she traveled to New Hampshire for part of it, and she said it was great, and the 12-hour drive was worth it both ways.
I mean, I do think it's pretty amazing, and I think it's something everyone can agree is awesome.
Right.
And I think it probably puts in perspective that we're all part of planet Earth.
That's right.
And
everybody.
Cool things can happen that unite us. Yay.
Yay.
Like knitting.
Well, we do love knitting, and I do... I did kind of a survey recently, I think.
Survey says?
Yep. Well, I just filled it out. I don't know what it says, but one of Paul's friends was doing a...
Paul, your brother?
Paul Hazemeyer.
Okay.
I don't have a Paul brother. Paul was
your
my
dad. Okay, sorry.
Phil, my brother. But
Hi, Phil.
Anyway, I filled out a thing about what? What?
You said, I'm sorry, Phil, my brother, and then you said I filled out.
Chris isn't laughing, so we must not be funny.
I know, we're only funny to us.
Anyway, it was just talking about the importance of knitting and why we knit. You know, what reasons do we knit for? So community. So, and I do stress.
What?
If I'm stressed out, I will knit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not.
Well,
very
I listened
stressed
to
out
something.
too often,
So Mike and I have this Sunday routine now where we're going and painting at this cabin, and so there's time to and from in the car. And Sunday morning we were listening to, I think it's called The Pulse on NPR, like a Sunday morning program. You can probably find it as a podcast, but she does like health research or chit chat stuff, I think. But anyway, she was talking to somebody who had talked about how our phones or screens, like technology today, actually contributes to boredom in a way. Like, people are just like your brain is never going to be satisfied if you're always bombarded with like screen stuff, because there's so much. And so it was just this discussion about boredom and looking at phones and how you like dopamine is released. Every little notification you get is like a dopamine thing, whether it's negative something news or positive whatever. It's just like this weird anyway, it was kind of interesting.
How
So
about-
I was thinking about how knitting is not at all related to a screen, and so it's just, I think it's, and also it's just good. It's good for our brains, and then silence, and is also good for us.
Huh.
So it
Not
was
on
fun.
a really long road trip.
Not totally,
That's-
but I mean, I do think like allowing your brain like to get lost in thoughts, and also, you know, there's a lot of research about looking at screens before you go to bed and how that's not good for things like sleeping, yada yada.
Yeah, I do it.
And I do think it's interesting. I just do anyway. That was my
I
thought.
play solitaire.
It's not good for you.
I know, but that's what I do.
And this, they talked to these two people who agreed to like totally like disable all their social medias. They kept talking about Reddit as one that they were doing, but disable and, you know, like, oh, this person said, you know, you're probably going to be like going through withdrawal symptoms, twitching, and anyway, it
Your
was
fingers.
pretty interesting. And they said that this man who was part of it, he said he had to, when he was traveling, and he had to like bring back to life some of those apps when he was traveling, just because there was a snafu in the airport and he was stuck, and like he was like jittery, and everyone else is like just staring at their phone and not making eye contact.
You miss a lot.
You do miss a lot. So
Yeah.
anyway, the good thing I think about these yarny things is you can you can glance at your work and then look around.
And hopefully right now while you're watching us, you're actually knitting. And maybe you're not watching, maybe you're listening. But we appreciate that because we always do have lots to tell you in the Billings yarny world and beyond.
In our yarny world. Woohoo. We have a few, well, what are you working on?
Well, right now, I've actually got a couple things I'm working on. I'll save one for later. I'm working on this Noro bag.
So pretty. Those colors are awesome.
I know, I love it.
What's in there?
It's kind of a ball sack.
Like an elephant.
It's serving its
yarn.
purpose.
Fun.
So it's going to be the Boho. It's the Boho felted bag. So it's going to be a little felted bag. So
nice. That's
we're
gonna be
using
awesome.
Noro, which is a wonderful felting yarn. I hope I have enough yarn. I might have to go into another one. I didn't think I would, but I've knit the straight part. I'm going to go back and do some decreases, but only about that many, and then I'll do the strap. So it's possible
I don't think we want that to be a 2-ball project.
I know, so I have
So,
to figure out
yeah.
how not to make it a 2-ball project.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's what I'm working on amongst a couple other things. So
Fun.
what about you?
Well, I have this.
Oh,
What's
it's
it
your
called?
cool little shawl that you're doing.
I can't remember what it's called.
What are you doing? Are you going to make it two colors now?
No, it's 3. It's tiered. I'm sorry, I don't know what it's. It's Olga.
Okay. It's by Olga Jazzy. We talked about it last week a little bit.
Yeah, we did. And so first of all, I do not have a short needle, and that is super annoying. But I
maybe
think I
she
can
knows
probably
a yarn
remedy
shop.
that.
She can get that.
I mean, the pattern says you need this long of a needle, and I guess it must be just at the
Eventually,
very end when it's
will.
all there and you do short rows. Okay, and I'm coming off, and you're still working on the Sweet Shop blanket, where her directions, she has lots of directions and visuals, and this pattern doesn't have the visuals. The directions are there. So
But don't
last
you think
night
the
I
visuals
was
are
like,
similar to the Sweet Shop, sort of?
well,
It's kind of like that, right?
but I mean, I'm just saying, if you were had not done that, like those visuals are fresh in my head. Last night I'm like, what am I doing? This morning after a good night's sleep, no looking at screens before I went to bed, I woke up and I'm like, okay, I think I can figure it out. But anyway,
Okay, so this, I'm trying to figure out where
Yeah.
you're at
If I
here.
was showing you the wrong side, which is super messy too, I need to pause, weave in some ends. Okay, so
Where did
this
you
is the
start?
bottom.
You started
You start
in
at
that
the bottom.
one? Okay.
The center little triangle.
Are
And
you
she
gonna
calls
work
it a wave.
this color over here?
You do, but the directions aren't overly clear about that. So I looked at the pictures and I think I'm pretty clear now on what I'm going to be picking up and working on these.
Is this like, okay, so this is the very bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'm confused. I would need to look at
Yeah.
your directions.
So
She might have like a group or something
probably.
discussing.
Hey, Nancy. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. And there's some other things too. The blanket, a nice simple little dishcloths. I'm going to start. So we had a really fun embroidery workshop on Wednesday
There was
awesome.
a segue.
Well, because I'm going to start this.
Oh, okay. Oh, another work in
Rings.
project.
This, yeah.
It's like a big bandage on there.
I'm going to embroider on here with one of our cool little new things from that's a stick and stitch embroidery.
Yep.
I'm using, so it says Yarnivore, decided to actually use yarn to do the embroidery.
Well, I figured you would.
Well, but the pattern, her directions
she's
suggest
probably
using
using-
embroidery
oh.
floss. DMC 6 strands.
Oh.
I'm deciding. Anyway, so I'm going to start that. I actually technically have started it with that. I'm a little concerned that I do not have the proper embroidery needles.
We have embroidery needles.
We
You
don't
think
have,
there?
I don't think, the right ones for yarn and thicker fabric.
Okay, well, we might want to remedy that.
Yeah, because embroidery is super fun. The workshop was, everyone did a great job. Heidi finished the most adorable.
Yeah.
She
Did
had
we
knit
share that
the little
picture?
sweater. I don't know that we can exactly, but
might be able
she did
to.
a Tin Can Knits flax sweater for her cute little daughter. And she took the embroidery workshop and she did like a bee and a flower and a flower and a flower. And she finished it and it's the cutest
It's just
thing.
darling.
And I know Jackie was going to send us some pictures, so.
Yeah, Jackie. Anyway, yeah, so embroidery on knits, that's what the class was. So it's based on the, it was what, Pam Powers?
The Chibi pack.
Yeah,
the Chibis.
yeah.
Mhm.
So there's that. And
That's
yeah, that
like,
was
she
a lot of
inspired
fun.
us.
We have a great little video on our Instagram feed if you want to check it out. I think I shared it to Facebook too.
Embroidery on Knits is a wonderful
yeah.
book
Yep.
that we have. We have some fun little kits. I think we showed them last week. We're showing them again because they are so cute.
We did, and actually we opened this one so I can kind of show you what's inside easily.
This one would be a really nice one to jump into if you just want to
Oh yeah, you did show
refresh your
this, I think.
skills.
Now that I do
we showed
remember.
the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
in
Great.
depth. So anyway, so that is
Don't
good.
need
We'll
to see that again.
we'll pop in another embroidery workshop. Kim, as she was leaving, she's like, "Oh yeah, anytime."
Yeah,
So
and I know there's a big want for embroidery, so
the other thing we finished or we had last weekend was a nice sock workshop with Shannon, local Shannon. She taught 4 hours of how to convert a tube into socks with afterthought heel, cutting, all the things. It was good.
Yeah, it was cool, and I did ask her because it took her the 4 hours to get. They didn't actually finish, but they got to the point where they cut and they picked up stitches, and she said, "Yeah, this once you've learned this, it's really quick to do it over and over again." So
good.
because I kept thinking, wow, it's taking a while, but I guess to learn something new, it does take a little while. You gotta know all the.
It was good. Shannon's a great teacher. Also, if you're in Soxies, this is your last week to get the buy one get one 50% off.
Also, you need to download your pattern if you have not done that, because once I think it's the 15th.
It's the end of the week.
You won't be able to get that free pattern anymore. So, and
That was part
Shannon
of your
did let
perks.
us know that not everyone has downloaded their patterns. So, so get on it.
Yeah, don't
And
forget.
actual Soxy deadline is April 19th. So that's going to be here sooner than you think. We've already received a lot of really gorgeous socks. I'm not kidding. They're beautiful, but we know there's more of you out there. And so even if you have to turn in one, turn in one,
Oh, yeah, we'll make
half
that a
of the
category.
other, whatever. So
We'll make that a
we're
category
looking
for
forward
sure.
to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
And
good for
if
that.
there was a question, like, oh, when's an actual sock, like a sock class of, to Shannon, one of the students. And so if you're watching and are interested in that, type in the comments, let us know, like, if you would like that, when you would like that, we could take all that into consideration as we work on that schedule.
Yeah, we're always scheduling
We just did one
classes,
in January, so anyway. Okay, so other things that are coming up, probably the biggest one that's in our brain right now is
Local Yarn Store Day.
Woohoo!
So that's April 27th. It's a Saturday. I mean, it's kind of it's a day that's set once a year to celebrate, having a local yarn store in your
Celebrate
community.
the local yarn store.
So it's not just us; it's all across really the world, probably. But almost every yarn shop will be celebrating, and with us, we are going to actually have a pop-up shop with Emma's. So we do carry Emma's yarns, but there are some of her yarns that we don't carry, and that's what we're bringing in. So I think it's going to be really fun. She always has, or they always have such really fun yarns.
That'll
so
be
fun last year.
That's coming. We have wonderful, we have giveaways, a few different ones.
Yep,
We'll talk more about it all probably right that Tuesday before LYS Day.
There will be a special yarn that's been dyed by a local dyer, so that's really fun. We're looking forward to seeing that.
And we have, all of the things you can enter to win. We have that, of course. Cindy's doing her workshop, which will be kind of crazy for those people, but that's just for people who are in her class. So Local Yarn Store Day is definitely a day to celebrate the local yarn store, and it's been going on since we've been in business. They started it because of us.
Yeah, I'm sure because of us. But that was the first year they had it. So so
it's ended up being a really fun day for us every single year. The last Saturday in April, you can just like put it on your calendar every year. So that is coming up. That's in our brain. And then the women's run is May 11th. We're already in. We don't do it as a team, like the official team through them, because that's really just a way for somebody to organize the t-shirt distribution.
Oh, okay. Is that what that's for?
That's what I decided. Last year I looked into it and I'm just like, well, I think it's mainly that somebody, then one person can go and pick up t-shirts.
Well, what we're doing is we're really just meeting at the shop. At like what time?
Meet at 8:30.
Okay, meeting here, and then just walk up to the start, and and then afterwards
we'll have
like
treats.
Some treats.
Yeah,
so.
And we've signed up for 2 miles, but and you could sign up for 5 if you want to.
Yeah, go for it.
We want participation.
Yeah.
Plus it walks right past the yarn bar. Why would you not do it?
I know it. And the t-shirts are really cool.
Yeah, they're always cool. Love the t-shirts. So anyway, and then the other thing that's coming up is the beginning of Shirtees.
That's right. And that is really what we're going to talk about today. So it's time to register. You can register right now. You can go directly to the website. It's right there under events. Might even be listed in classes. But if you can't find it for some reason, just search 2024 Shirtees, because it's a possibility that I didn't put all the right tags in.
Oh dear.
But it should be there, so I know it is.
Okay, so Shirtees is coming off the end of Soxies.
Well, what is Shirtees anyway?
What is it?
Go for it.
Okay.
Explain.
So it is an opportunity for you to make a summer top. We don't care what it is. We do want
the parameters are there are some parameters as far as like what yarn. It should be a fingering, sport, or DK, like nothing heavy.
We don't care what pattern you do.
But it should be a plant-based yarn if possible.
Yeah.
Or maybe a fingering wool, just something lightweight.
Yeah, I think summer. It's summer. It's summer knitting. So it's a way for us to encourage you to keep on stitching in the summertime. Some people let that lapse. It's our friendly little competition where at the end of July you submit your project, your finished project, and then we have the voting platform.
Right. Yep.
So People's Choice winners get that $25 gift card, all the bragging rights.
That's right.
A lot of people, we've done this now, this is our third one, right?
Right.
So we've had a lot of, and we've done socksies, we've done hatsies, we've done, winter ones, toasties, right?
Right.
And we, especially I'm hearing with the socksies, like, oh, it's great. I mean, it's like a little deadline. I'm finishing it.
Right.
So that's fun. It's, I don't know, it's turning into its own little thing.
I am wearing mine from last year's. It's the Rift. So
That's a great one.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun. We thought about doing a rift along for February, which
Yep.
would be fun.
Yeah, it would
So get your little brains looking for ideas for your shirtie.
And I would say this year, above any other year, I feel like we are so stocked on summer yarns. We have so many different ones, cottons and linens and hemps and silks and different weights. We do have a bulky cotton that's really would be great for a fun t-shirt. So, I mean, we have just so many that I think
the official
there's
start.
not a shortage.
Yeah, the official start is May 1st. I know that we've had. I know of at least one person who started.
At least 2 people I know have signed up. So
signed up, get going. So we thought that we would give you a few ideas over the next few weeks for shirties. You could decide to join in like in June also.
right, because like if you can get a sweater out in a month, go for it.
Yeah.
That's usually my time frame. So
little tank tops. And the other nice thing about shirties is they don't, as a rule, take as much yarn as
no
some
sleeves
of the,
usually. So
yeah, so that's
so,
fun.
okay.
So quick.
So we have a few ideas. So do you want to start with yours, mine, ours?
Why don't we talk about the ones that are coming in the
okay.
Lina magazine new
Which
publication?
is
I
really
can't remember
soon.
what the name is.
It's Island Vibes.
Okay.
It's a Lane publication.
It's a little small format booklet, and it's on its way from
And there
Finland.
are a lot of really I
cute
love
patterns.
them. So this one is called Meera, and this cute little cropped mesh top I think would be so fun to wear just as she is wearing it, but you could wear it over just about anything.
In that little booklet, there are maybe 6 or 8 designs, and she picks up that mesh pattern for a cardigan also. That's really cute.
A few things. So for Meera, though, I was thinking it's a worsted yarn, and I pulled our Kestrel.
Ooh, nice.
Which would be
That'd be
fabulous.
really nice. Yeah.
And it's roomy, it's a boxy, but it's going to have some drapes, so it's going to move around a lot. It'd make if you made it longer, it'd make a great cover up, but even just a great thing to wear on.
That raglan shaping is nice, gives it some structure.
So I think the Kestrel for that would be fabulous.
That would be really nice. Then her other one that we pulled just to tease you guys for that booklet is called Grassroots.
And I love this. This knit. I think it's knit side to side, and I guess.
Then, that's pretty.
And we were thinking, nice, Mojave from Kelborn would be a great one. And these aren't even like colors. I mean, I guess they look all right together, but it'd be fun to choose colors. Like you could do a gradient. That'd be really fun, or you could do just really a pop. I was thinking
it's cute. The black edging is, I like that.
Summerlite DK. Those would look good together actually. So, but it's a sport weight. I'm pretty sure sport weight a cotton. So, yeah, and that's what we have a lot of.
We do have a lot of sport weight. This cotton tweed would be nice too. Cotton silk tweed.
Oh yeah, this is really nice.
Really
good
pretty.
yardage, about 300 yards. So cotton with a little bit of silk. That's going to be really soft.
Pretty. Okay, so that's an idea. That booklet is coming. That would be, I think you could probably buy the booklet digitally, but you can't buy those patterns individually.
Right.
So you're either going to want the book or you're going to want to download the book. Right. There's a couple cute skirt concepts in there too. some fringy stuff.
And a
It's
dress.
really
a really
fun.
cute dress.
I like it. And I like that small format. They did that with their shawls.
Right.
We should have gotten that shawl thing out for the eclipse.
The moon shawl. What were we thinking? Aren't thinking.
Yeah, too much in our brains. Okay, those patterns are good. We've got so one of our friends is doing, I know, this Brooklyn Raglan Lite.
Who's doing that?
Kathy.
Okay.
Who's the designer?
Prophecy Girl.
No, these are just projects.
Oh.
I think it's Amy something. It doesn't say anywhere.
We'll figure it out. We'll have
She's
a link.
is she the, anyway, she lives in New York. She's
It's not
cute.
Amy Christophers, is it?
No. Oh, here's my pattern. Okay, so the Brooklyn Raglan Lite, the thing I like about this, is
I love that little detail.
the shoulder and sleeve detail, which is just a little bit of eyelet. It's really cute.
It's eyelet?
I don't know what it is. It's like a slip stitch or something. It looks kind of eyelet-y to me. Jeez, picky. So, but I think she might have a heavier weight version. I'm not totally sure. And then this is cute. Just to give you, it's like a baseball sleeve thing.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So short sleeve, you could make it long sleeve. Fingering weight makes it nice and light, and the obvious fingering weight is going to be one of our tonal kind of
from Circus Tonic. Yeah,
I mean, Hedgehog would be fun. It would be fun and wild. Circus Tonic might be a little more subdued. Emma's would be a nice choice, and that's all behind us.
Yep.
Emma's also in the trunk show is sending
the Hella Hanks.
some nice options.
So those are the really long.
Okay, so the other nice thing about LYS Day is you could plan it to coordinate with your purchase of yarn for your Shirtees.
Yeah, definitely I would.
Summer stuff.
How about a dressy?
A dressy what?
A dressy instead of a shirty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I'm not done talking about other options.
Talk about it this
way.
way.
So if you wanted this little Brooklyn Lite, the Raglan Lite, to be a little earthier in a way, this Soana is wool and cotton, fingering weight, Spanish. Really, that's fun. That'd be a great top. And the colors on that are super. They're not bright. They're not. Anyway, they're just. Right. They're nice. They are their own look. A little more rustic.
A little more earth
rustic.
Mother.
Yeah, really nice.
But you could use Flora.
You could use Flora, absolutely, 100% cotton.
Are we waiting to introduce her?
No, we can go now.
Okay, so speaking of Flora, it's hard to see everything, but this dress is actually this color.
Yeah, it is.
And
it's crocheted.
It's a crocheted dress. It's
Thanks,
called
Jennifer.
Louise. We're happy to give the pattern away when you purchase the yarn, but you probably wouldn't need more than 4 balls.
It's not really showing up that great. It looks kind of
but
subdued.
It is cute.
Very cute.
It's cute on.
It's cute. It's not as sheer as we thought it might be.
But depending on what you wear under it. So yeah, this is really fun. And
it's triple crochet.
I know April's like a cool month for crochet, supposedly. So Crochet April.
Our friends over at Sticks call it Crochet April, and yeah, that's kind of fun. So make it Crochet April.
There you go.
But I think this personally is just a nice alternative to the granny square thing.
What? You're getting tired of grannies?
So anywho, yeah, that was fun. I tried it on. I probably would do the bigger size, but Nancy tried it on, and it looked adorable.
You look fine in it.
Anyway, it's cute. You could also make this a really cute tunic. And
it'd be fun too.
It does start at the bottom, so you'd be doing a little bit of finessing, I think, with that. But
it'd be fun to do like a gradient situation, like the poemas
really
or something.
Fun. Yeah, definitely. Stripes, if you don't mind.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I like stripes.
Yeah, stripes are fun.
Okay, we got a couple more T-shirts, and then we're probably gonna have to call it.
All right.
So, Kelborn Woolen always has great patterns. These are Kate Gagnon. This one, that one's Ketch. This one's Cordelia.
Cute.
And really fun, nice little basic tees. I like this one, you know, it's basic, but then it's got a fun little design.
The stitch work,
And
yeah.
we thought for sure.
I thought this one was nice. The back of this has some nice little detail.
It does? I didn't see
You
that.
cannot see it here. So that was what I thought was a nice
I should
touch.
Sorry, I didn't see
Also,
that.
it looks like it's sort of drop shoulders, and then you just go back and pick up that little
Right,
sleeve. So
I
just
know.
a subtle, simple detail. I think that's nice. Again, the back is where like a raglan line is. I don't know what you call that sleeve,
So
but anyway.
this
it's cute.
yarn, it's cotton, Lane Denord. It's their re-cotton, so it's basically it's like a recycled cotton. And I'm actually doing like a little washcloth, but you can see how nice that stitch work is. I just think that's, so I think that would be really a nice yarn for
And
that.
one more idea for you is the Moonset Tee from Ozetta. This one is done in Mojave.
Yeah.
And that is so cute. It's cropped, it's open, it's loose. I think it's gonna be a hot summer. So we're not gonna want anything like super clingy probably.
Yeah.
Personally.
This is just a great time to start knitting for the summer weather.
Yeah. So anyway, that's our little show for you.
Yep. So we will talk soon. Pop in the shop. We'll
Yep,
help you.
Thank you. Have a
choose
wonderful
things.
day.
You keep chatting,
Happy
Sue.
Tuesday. I have some daffodils that are they're just waiting for a nice, warm, sunny day. And they will pop right open because they're on the verge.
Okay. See you later,
Bye.
folks.